Hey guys, it's Steve at Muse Themes. We have a new widget called the Page Preloaders widget. And what this is it's a pack of 8 preloaders that you can style and customize to match your site. So if you're not familiar with what a preloader is, basically it's a small animated graphic that will kind of play prior to your site loading. If you have lots of graphics or embedded videos, that sort of thing that can slow down your load time, you may want to put a preloader on it so that it looks purposeful. And let me show you how this looks when we preview it in the browser. All I did was drag the widget on the canvas, but let's go preview. And you can see that we have kind of this animation playing in the center, and then we have an overlay over the background, and then after a certain amount of time, it fades out and the page behind appears. So let's go back to Muse and I'll show you how I set this up. So if we go to our library panel and go down to number 36, the page preloaders, let's just drag that out. And once we do that, let's have a look at the options panel here. So you're going to get this Muse Themes graphic that appears. This is just for previewing it in the app. This won't show up on the page. So let's look at the options panel. Under the initial kind of setup here, we have the ability to select the loader style. So that one that I was using was the vertical bars, but we could select the spinning dots, for example. And if you want to just preview that to see how it looks, just select that one and preview the page in the browser, and you'll get an idea right away here. So that's the spinning dots. So next up, you can set the loader size. Now this is a pixel setting, so right now it's set to 12 pixels. We could set this something like 16. And then next we have the color options. So the loader, the primary color is the main color you're going to be setting for the majority of these preloaders. Right now it's set to white, but we could set this to something like, let's go with blue. So there, that's the Muse Themes blue that we use all the time. Next up, we have some secondary colors. So some of these preloaders allow you to actually use 2 different colors on it, and that's where this enable secondary color comes in. So if we click that, you can see that these 2 options down below appear. And loader 2 requires an RGB color because it has some transparency and stuff in it. So we need to put an RGB value in there. And then loader 3 and 4 just accept a secondary color, and in there you can use a hex value. So if you preview those in the browser here, let's look at number 4. Let's just see how that looks with the kind of default settings. Okay, so on this loader you can see that we do have 2 colors. We have this outer ring, and then the inner ring is a different color. So that's where the secondary color comes in. I'm going to disable that for now, and then let's look at the options below. We have the background overlay color. So that's what the background's going to fade back to be. So right now it's set to kind of a gray color, but let's set it to white. And then we have the background opacity, and this would be a percentage. So right now this is about 80%, but let's go down to 50. That would be 0.5. Okay. And then the next thing that we have the ability to control here is the duration of all of these. So we have the loader duration, which is basically how long that preloader is going to appear for. 5 seconds might be a little long, but let's set it to 4 seconds. Then we have the loader fade speed. So this is as it's transitioning out, how fast do we want it to fade. So let's have it fade fairly quick. Let's go 1 second on that. And then same thing for the background. We'll have the background fade. Let's have that fade at 2 seconds. So we can kind of stagger all of these. So once we've set all of those, let's go ahead and preview how this looks again. Actually, you know what? Let me set a different loader style so we can see something else. Let's go with the horizontal dots. Okay, and we'll preview this. Okay, so now you can see we have the blue dots, and then now the background is this white color. And you can see that the dots actually disappeared before the background did. So that's what the duration settings control. So that's how the widget works. It's really simple, and I think it's quite stylish and really nice. So we're going to give this widget away for free, so you can download it on the Widget Vault and enjoy.